Yodo dodo, what's going on? Looks like everyone's joining in. We'll give it a second. We got everyone here today so far. Look at this. He's rolling in one after one. Just a reminder, if you got nothing to say, put yourself on mute. If you do have something to say, take yourself off mute. Okay. Looks like we got, I love when this comes up like this view and it looks like that old game show, Hollywood Squares. How's a good one? Karen!
I just clicked on my, do you want to see me or should I turn myself off?
I would love to see you.
Andy. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Potts.
What's happening?
Nothing. I prefer not to see you. No.
Where am I? I don't even know if I'm videoed. There you go.
Yeah, hey,
there he is.
Nice hat, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah. All right.
Hello.
We're letting the quorum join in here. And how is track practice drop off, Mr. Andy?
Yeah, so it's currently happening behind me.
Okay.
They're congregating. So as soon as it's done, I'm gonna run up to the reservoir.
Okay, that'll be fun.
Apparently it's 900 loops around a reservoir.
900.
Yeah, not quite 1,000.
Okay, all right. That'd be a lot. 1,000's a lot. 900's manageable.
Oh no, the meters. To circumvent the reservoir is 900 meters.
So I'll give her
and they'll do 5 of them.
Details matter, Andy.
Yeah, they do.
And then I think that'll be
Kathy Potts. That's not Kathy Potts. That's another Kathy. I don't know. Ooh, that's a nice background.
I like that. Well, I still have it, the 59th Street Bridge and my moving boxes.
Not bad at all.
That's my view.
Or you're shelving.
So I think
Do that.
All right. Let's get cracking.
All right. Hold on, Andy, 1 second.
Are you gonna try to mute everybody?
I'm gonna do right now.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Way better. All right. So, Andy Potts. Ooh, those are nice.
Yes, sir.
Aaron. We are here today to talk about camp because we're all going to be together in about 3.5 weeks.
Yep.
Hope everyone's been training hard. I know I've been riding the heck out of my bike. Hope everyone else is too. So here's the question. Here's where we're at. We're just here to answer questions. So rapid fire, ask questions. If you don't have any to ask, we'll just make stuff up. And we might tell you the truth or we might not at that point. No, I'm only kidding. So who's got a question?
yeah.
Go. No one's got a question.
I'd like to know what the pool temperature is.
Oh, great question. Go, Andy.
Yeah, so we are going to train at Southwestern College. It is really nice facility. It's got 2 50-meter pools and a 25-yard pool. We are kind of at the mercy of how they set the pool up, but we'll probably swim 25 yards, and it's going to be about 82 degrees. It's a little warmer than you might necessarily have in like an indoor pool because it's all outdoors. So it'll be one of those things we're going to be getting in. It's February, early February. Sometimes when you swim in California, real early in the morning, there's like a frost layer on the ground. And if you have like a big heavy jacket, it's super helpful because you can stay bundled up. You have your bathing suit underneath. Once we're like, hey, we're leaving on the top or we're leaving on this minute, then you kind of like throw off your cape and just jump into the water. That's probably like that. Like that's the water's plant. It will feel warmer than the air, undoubtedly.
Yeah, 80 to 80.
Okay, as long as it's 82, I'm good with that. And I've done that kind of swim with 40, 50 degrees outside in the pool, as long as it's like 81, 82, I'm fairly happy. Is there going to be a locker room where we can shower afterwards and get warmed up?
There's a place to change after. We're not sure if the shower facility will be available to us, because they sometimes have events going on. We will know week of, something day of, actually, for most.
Yeah, it'll be probably by the day. It'll be fairly fluid. They could surprise us with like, hey, no locker rooms today, or yes, you can use locker rooms today.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're indoor locker rooms.
Yeah.
Not exposed locker rooms, and they do have hot showers when we can get in them.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's great. And we're going to be doing the swim first in general before we do other stuff, or is it going to be at the end of the day?
Yeah, no, mornings every day.
Morning.
Okay.
To start our day off right.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Okay. So next question was about food, dietary restrictions. Actually, I love Chula Vista's cafeteria. I like it better than Colorado Springs cafeteria. It is personal preference. So there'll be different things to choose from. It should be accommodating for most people. If you are a very special person and you need extra special things that only you can provide, then you have to bring it.
Yeah, but their cafeterias are set up for all the Olympic athletes with an array of options for everyone. Your rooms also have full kitchens. So if you need to prepare anything, you can prepare it in your room as well.
I don't think there's a range.
I don't remember. Actually.
I think it's just there's like a sink and a fridge and a microwave.
Okay, I'll double check that and I'll send something out. You're
Okay.
probably right, but I'm not 100%.
I seem to remember microwave, sink, refrigerator, a mini fridge.
Yep. All right. Coming early, leaving late. Will they feed us? Yes. Once you're on campus, you have a card and you can get into the cafeteria anytime you need.
With a certain caveat to that. So the card is activated on Monday the 6th, and it's deactivated at the end of the day on Saturday the 11th. So yes, you can get breakfast on the 6th and dinner on the 11th.
But caveating your caveat, if you signed up to come in a day early and a day late, your card will be activated for that day and you'll be able to get into the cafeteria and get food.
As long as you're staying there.
Yes, exactly.
Got it.
And no, you don't have to notify anyone, Karen. We took care of it. If you're coming in a day early, and for everyone that's coming in, you will go in the athlete entrance, which is not where the tours and the tourist areas. It's off of West Day Road. Anyone that's been there before knows it's like right next to the lake. You come in there, and the athlete check-in is within, I don't know, 400 yards of that area. The security guard will direct you where to go. They will have your packet with all your information and your card and your room key, and they will set you up to where to go. Yeah, they have a list of everyone's coming in early and leaving late, so you'll be good to go.
Okay.
And then another question: will you have access to fitness recovery items like foam rollers, etc.? So
if you have a foam roller, I would bring it, unless it's that really big, like tubular long one. If you have a small compact one, I would bring that yourself. The week is pretty full in terms of what we plan and schedule for you guys. So when you have an opportunity to schedule in some recovery things, it's usually you'll want to do it in a space that you've already kind of curated for yourself. With that being said, we are working on some added recovery items to camp. Daniel, do you know more about Hyper Ice or Mark Pro?
Yeah, we should be able to have an assortment of those items like we normally do at camp. It is still a TBD, but more than likely TBD.
Okay.
In addition, like Andy said, there is a fitness center that we do have access to, and they have a lot of things in there. It's just, like Andy said, the schedule is pretty compacted, so it's hard to get yourself over there unless we have something scheduled there.
All right. So next we got Derek. Daniel, should we schedule a recovery or easier training week prior to camp week?
It really depends where you are in your training cycle and what your goals are. Personally, I would maybe do an easier day or two prior to coming to camp. Monday's a pretty easy day, so you can almost consider that like a recovery day as well. I don't think you need a recovery week coming into camp, though. You might want a recovery week on the back end, or at least for the first half of the week, just because of the travel and everything else makes you tired. But if you do recovery before, recovery after, it's not the most effective use of your time.
Yep. I do think between now, what is today, the 16th and the 6th, there's plenty of time to work on your fitness. You got 3 solid weeks between today and our first day. There's lots of time to improve your fitness. Like, just think of where you were on December 29th. I mean, hopefully you are starting to turn the dial and like really get into moving. And I think you'll be, if you continue to work on it, your fitness will continue to improve. You got 3 solid weeks, then camp week. I personally wouldn't do an easier week. I would choose what Daniel said.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the next question, Andy?
We were back and forth on shipping versus renting bikes. What do you think here? Should we ship a bike, fly with a bike, send it now, or should we rent a bike?
Yeah. So this comes down to your comfort level with traveling with a bike. And if you like traveling with one, personally, I don't like renting bikes. I like to have my own equipment because I trust it and I know it, especially a week that's higher volume. I prefer to just fly with it, but like with bike flights, with all these shipping services, it's really easy right now. And if you sign up for bike services, we will put your bike together for you, make your life easier. So you can do that. I just put in the comments the address if you need to ship anything to camp, where you ship it to. And that all that stuff goes to the athlete check-in area where you'll be. So if you need, that's where all packages go. It's right next to the cafeteria. You get your packages at any time.
Speaking of the layout of the lay of the land, when you show up, there's a place where you check in, and then your rooms. You'll need to check in, and then if you needed a ride to your room, you can do that. Everything is fairly compact, but yes, there usually is some lugging of bike gear.
Typically when we're in Chula Vista, we stay in what's called the Baldwin Building, and it's about 300 yards from your check-in area and about 375 yards from the cafeteria. So it's pretty close. I don't even think it's that far, to be honest, actually.
That's a good estimate.
Yeah, roughly. But your transportation, if you are taking a shuttle to the training center, they can drop you off right at the check-in area. There's stopping areas, and they can drop you off right there. And
or they can drop you off at the Baldwin Building, and then you walk down.
Yes, exactly, which is very easy to do.
Yep.
Just don't let them drop you off at the main entrance. It has you'll come up, it's like up a hill, and there's all these flags and a big building that's called Visitor Center. It's off of Olympic Parkway. It's a right-hand turn onto it. Don't let them drop you off there. So then you have a long walk.
Yeah, listen to Daniel. Athlete entrance off of Woosty Road.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Allie, coming in late. I don't know how we do the full bike run.
When you come in late, Allie, no worries. Ben will be with us, our mechanic, and we will put you in touch with him so we can have you all set up for Tuesday. And then Tuesday morning we'll swim first, and then by the time we are riding in our first ride, which let's just say call it 10 a.m., your bike will be all dialed for you.
Ready to go.
When we do these rides, we've got a bunch of different places. We're trying to take advantage of all of what Southern California has to offer. So I can't predict what the weather is, but when you are climbing, it's fairly calm most of the time. And I feel like the descents are when it gets like, I feel like there's usually a tailwind climbing and a headwind descending. That's been my experience in the past 5-6 years we've been doing this. Daniel?
That sounds about right. I mean,
Okay.
like most things, it depends on the day, the week, whatever. It's nothing to. We will always put you in a safe environment.
Yep.
Okay. And we'll talk about how to ride in the wind too, which should help you. And then you can maybe put it into practice if it is a little windy.
Yeah, I like that idea. Like, whatever the conditions throw at us, you're going to learn something new and hopefully adapt a new strategy and apply a new technique to be able to handle whatever the conditions throw at you, because they're really unpredictable. And we'll go over that. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. To pull training all together, any tips on the Triton Man Triathlon? Anyone else planning to do this race? If anyone's doing that race, just put your hand up. I'm not sure about that. How can we pull our tips together? I'll tell you the same thing that we'll tell you at the beginning of camp. We have lectures, we have different times, we kind of go over very specific lessons and things. But the key to learning and pulling everything together is just to be a sponge all week long, because you learn more in the cracks and in the weeds than you will ever realize. You might pick something up when we're just walking over to a workout or walking to breakfast or all sitting together and eating. So be open, be a sponge, and everything will come together. Okay. How many people are coming to camp? How many friends do I make? About 30. People will be at camp. How many friends you make is completely up to you. At Colorado Springs camp, it seemed like it was pretty difficult to get lost on the bike rides. How does Chula compare? If you get lost on the rides, it's happened, but it's usually a you thing, not the ride thing. They're pretty straightforward.
Any tricky moments on these rides, we really hammer home pre-ride and the night before. There's about a trick a ride where you're just like, what is it again? And we have gone over it ad nauseum, so you'll know what to expect.
And if you're really nervous about it, you can download the rides and upload them to your computer. Just so anyone's never been to our camps before, we usually have ride leaders or coaches that are all around throughout the ride. We can't guarantee you'll be riding with one because we just don't know how the group will shake out, but we do our best. But typically there's someone around that knows where they're going or there to help you and give you tips or whatever. Again, no guarantees, but a solid maybe. Yeah. That seems pretty good.
So those of you who have been to camp before, there are some things that are tried and true that we're going to stick with. And then other things will be new. It's just like going to the same race the next year. So sometimes the course changes a little bit. The atmosphere is a little different and the people are usually different, and the mix and how the intermingling works. Things are evolving constantly. You'll never get the same experience twice. So even if you've been to camp before, there's definitely new things to experience. So
exactly,
we'll have something for everybody.
Exactly. A couple other things to note for anyone that hasn't been to camp. If you signed up for a single room, don't be surprised if you're sharing a suite, because that's what happens. You're guaranteed a single room. You don't get 3 rooms to yourself. So the way the rooms are set up in Chula Vista is it's either 2-person, 3-person, or 4-person suites with rooms and a common area like a living room or kitchen. If you would like your own suite, contact me and we can work that out. But that's going to change the financial dynamic a little bit. Yeah. Allie, you'd like to buy more glasses. You broke them? I believe you bought those last year right off my face. We'll make sure we bring stuff. If you want to get a pair of glasses now, you can order them. That we have a coupon code for them. I'll send it out prior to camp, but it's on the team website too. And you just order a pair and you'll have them ready for you too. But if you want to try a few pairs first, we should have some at camp. Andy, we still have our demo fleet, don't we?
We do. I got to make sure it gets shipped with everything else, but I can look into it.
Yes, Kathy, we will have a full setup of Hoob product on site. So, and if you do get cold, you can throw on a wetsuit. We will take care of you. If you need goggles, we got you. No problem. Rock and roll. Let's see. That looks pretty straightforward to me. Ask now or forever hold your peace. We're never answering questions again. Email us and we'll answer questions. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome week. We're going to have a lot of fun. You get what you put into it. So put in a lot and get a lot back. Nutrition's on rise. Yes, Kathy, it is still infinite. So if you are a person that loves solid foods, bring your own solid foods or steal them from the cafeteria.
Yeah, you're not stealing. They're offering it and you're using it.
Yeah, fair enough. That's great.
But the cafeteria, actually, this cafeteria has some pretty decent takeaway for rides. Actually, Colorado Springs does too.
Yeah,
with the bars, and then you can they'll have baggies, and you can create your own nut and trail mix if you like. Yeah.
We will send out prior to camp the nutrition facts on the Infinite product, so you have it. I'll send it out in the next week or so. It's on the Infinite website under Andy's Custom Blends too, if you need that information prior to me sending out. So you go to Infinite website, you go to search bar, you type in Andy Potts, his blends come up and you can see it. Word.
Sounds good. Looking forward to it. I'm going to go work on some fitness.
Let's go run around that reservoir 900 times.
900 meters 5 times.
Oh, okay. That doesn't sound as impressive.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Oh, thank you both.
Thank you. We can't wait to see you guys. Have a good couple weeks. If you have questions, ask us. Otherwise, let's get ready to get it on.
Yeah. I will say one last thing. Really think about between now and camp, the more in shape you can kind of turn your dial, the more enjoyable everything will be for you, because you'll be able to absorb the work and the lessons as opposed to really just fight to stay alive.
Yep. And if you don't know how to get in shape, we have coaches that can help.
Oh.
Hey, plug. All right, guys. Have a great day. See you in a couple of weeks in warm, hopefully not rainy Southern California.
I think we're going to be earlier than the rain this year.
Yeah, well, the rain already came, so hopefully it's gone.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Peace.
Later.